Have you ever wondered what goes through your cat's mind after they knock something off the table, bite a little too hard during play, or run away after you scold them? Most people believe cats simply don't care. They assume cats are indifferent, stubborn, or even a little arrogant. But that belief couldn't be further from the truth. The reality is far more fascinating. Cats don't apologize the way humans do. They don't say the words, "I'm sorry," and they don't look guilty like dogs sometimes do. Instead, they communicate through an ancient language made of subtle signals, body movements, and emotional gestures that evolved thousands of years ago. And the strange part is that many of these signals look like the opposite of an apology to us. In fact, some of the behaviors that owners interpret as cold or rude are actually your cat's quiet attempt to repair the relationship. Once you understand these hidden signals, you'll realize that your cat may have been apologizing to you all along, and you simply didn't know how to see it. Number 1. The first hidden signal is something almost every cat owner misunderstands: avoidance. Imagine the situation. Your cat jumps on the counter and knocks over a glass. You raise your voice, and suddenly your cat sits down, turns their back to you, and starts grooming themselves or staring at a wall. Most people think this means the cat is ignoring them or showing attitude. But in the feline world, turning away during tension is actually a peace gesture. Direct eye contact between animals can signal a challenge or aggression. By turning their head away, your cat is essentially saying, "I don't want to fight." Grooming themselves in that moment isn't disrespect, it's a calming behavior. It helps them lower stress while also signaling that they mean no harm. To your cat, looking away is the equivalent of lowering a weapon in a tense situation. Number 2. The second sign often happens right after that moment of avoidance. Your cat stays nearby, they don't jump into your lap or rush to cuddle, but they also don't leave the room. Maybe they sit on the other side of the couch, lie in the doorway, or quietly watch you from a distance. This behavior is called proximity maintenance. Cats are naturally independent hunters, so choosing to remain close to someone during tension is actually a meaningful decision. Your cat is staying within your emotional orbit while waiting for the atmosphere to calm down. They're essentially saying, "I'm still here. I'm not abandoning this relationship." It's a quiet, patient apology that respects both your space and theirs. Number 3. The third signal is one of the most beautiful gestures in feline communication: the slow blink. If you've ever looked at your cat and noticed them slowly closing their eyes before reopening them again, you've witnessed something powerful. Research has shown that slow blinking between cats and humans builds trust and reduces stress. When a cat slowly closes their eyes while looking at you, they are making themselves vulnerable. In the wild, predators don't close their eyes in front of potential threats. By doing this, your cat is expressing deep trust. After a moment of tension, a slow blink is like an emotional reset button. If you return the gesture by blinking slowly back at them, you create a calming feedback loop that reassures your cat the bond is still strong. Number 4. The fourth sign lies in the elegant language of the tail. When your cat approaches you with their tail standing upright, especially with the tip gently curved like a question mark, they're sending a friendly signal. That curved tip isn't random, it is a subtle question. Your cat is asking if it's safe to reconnect. If they walk past you with that tail and brush lightly against your leg, they're testing the emotional waters. It's their way of asking, "Are we okay again?" Responding with a soft voice or gentle pet tells your cat that peace has been restored. Number 5. The fifth hidden apology comes through sound, specifically purring. Most people believe cats only purr when they're happy, but the truth is more complex. Cats also purr when they are stressed, injured, or trying to comfort themselves. The vibrations produced by purring can help regulate breathing, reduce stress, and even promote healing. After a conflict, your cat may approach you and begin purring intensely, even if their body language seems calm rather than playful. In this moment, the purring acts like emotional medicine. Your cat is soothing themselves while also trying to soothe you. It's their way of lowering the emotional temperature of the room. Now, before we continue, think about your own cat for a moment. When they try to make peace after a tense moment, do they approach you directly or do they communicate through small, subtle gestures? Every cat has their own personality and style of communication, and sharing those experiences can help other cat owners understand their pets better. Number 6. The sixth sign involves scent, a language humans can't even perceive. When your cat rubs their head against your hand, leg, or face, they are performing a behavior called bunting. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks and forehead that release special pheromones when they rub against objects or people. These pheromones mark something as safe and familiar. When you're angry or upset, your body chemistry changes slightly, and your cat may sense that shift. By rubbing against you, they are literally remarking you with their scent, restoring the shared family smell that makes them feel secure. It's their way of saying, "You belong to me, and I belong to you." Number 7. The seventh signal can feel surprisingly intense. Sometimes when you're upset or stressed, your cat climbs directly onto your chest, lap, or legs, and settles there with their full weight. This isn't random affection, it's a form of deep pressure comfort. In humans, therapists sometimes use weighted blankets to calm anxiety because gentle pressure activates the nervous system's relaxation response. When your cat sits on you during a tense moment, they may be instinctively providing that same calming pressure. They're grounding the emotional storm with their physical presence. Number 8. The eighth sign is something many owners completely overlook: gifts. While outdoor cats famously bring home mice or birds, indoor cats often offer toys instead. If your cat leaves their favorite toy near you, after a tense moment, it may not be an invitation to play. In feline social groups, sharing resources can strengthen bonds. By offering something they value, your cat is symbolically sharing part of their world with you. It's a tiny piece, offering placed right at your feet. Number 9. The ninth hidden apology appears through grooming behavior. If your cat licks your hand, arm, or even your hair, they are engaging in a social ritual called allo grooming. Cats typically groom individuals they trust deeply. Grooming releases endorphins in the brain, creating a sense of comfort and bonding. When your cat licks you after tension, they're essentially trying to clean away the emotional conflict. It's their version of restoring harmony between family members. And finally, we reach the most misunderstood signal of all: the exposed belly. When a cat rolls onto their back and shows their stomach. After a moment of tension, many people assume it's an invitation for belly rubs. But that's not always the case. The belly is the most vulnerable part of a cat's body, protecting vital organs. Exposing it can be a sign of trust or submission. Your cat may be saying, "I'm not a threat, I'm completely defenseless." If you immediately reach out to touch their belly, they may instinctively grab or bite, not because they tricked you, but because their reflexes kicked in. The best response is often to simply speak softly and blink slowly, acknowledging the vulnerability they've shown. Conclusion: when you start noticing these signals, something remarkable happens. You begin to realize that cats aren't distant or uncaring at all. They are constantly communicating, constantly adjusting their behavior to maintain harmony with the humans they trust. Their apologies aren't spoken with words, but with glances, movements, scents, and quiet acts of connection. Every slow blink, every gentle head bump, every moment they choose to stay near you after tension is a small but powerful message. The relationship matters. Cats may seem mysterious, but beneath that mystery lies an emotional intelligence that often goes unnoticed. They repair bonds in ways that are subtle yet meaningful, choosing peace instead of conflict, again and again. And once you learn to recognize their language, you'll never look at your cat the same way again, because the next time your cat turns away, blinks slowly, or quietly sits beside you after a mistake, You'll understand what they've been trying to say all along. I'm still here, and I still care.